Hello, shalom. My name is Ilana and my nickname is Lani. So, I'm a breathwork facilitator based in New York, and I teach classes in person and online. And I hope that this breathwork today can really help you feel a little bit more comfortable in your body. Breathwork is an amazing tool we have that is a link between the mental and the physical body. So when we do it, we not only can calm down our nervous system in our physical body, but we can also send a signal to our brain that we're okay and we're safe. So it could quiet down all the chatter, all of the fear, all of the anxiety that might be going on right now. So it's a really useful tool. It might be hard to do a little bit. It might be challenging, but I encourage you to try to stick with it and give it a fair try and see how you're doing and see how it affects your body, because it should help. So if you have something you can sit on, like a little pillow or a meditation cushion, feel free to prop yourself up so that your hips are a little higher than your knees. I'm sitting cross-legged on the floor. So yeah, get in a position that feels good for you. And we're going to start with a short meditation, and then we're going to move into a few breathwork techniques. So when you're all set in your seated position, put your hands on your lap. I'm moving my hands up and down my lap, on my legs, just creating contact, just starting to ground myself in the here and now. There's a lot going on in the external world. The more we can bring ourselves into this moment, the more able we'll be to calm down our mind, calm down our body. So feel free to give yourself a few rubs where it feels good, a few comforting rubs on your legs. And you could start to find stillness. And we're going to pay attention to our breathing. If you'd like, you can constrict the back of your throat so that you could hear your own breathing. And if that's not something you know how to do or want to do, that's totally okay. Just tune in, start to notice the air going in and out of your nostrils. Notice your lungs expanding and contracting with every inhale and exhale. And without trying to change anything, just noticing what part of your lungs are inflating and contracting. So is it your lungs by your heart and your upper chest? Is it by your lower ribs and belly button? What part of your lungs are expanding? And again, no need to change anything, just noticing. You can bring back your focus to your nostrils. Maybe now you're able to visualize yourself breathing through the nostrils, into the lungs, out of the lungs, out of the nostrils. Take a few more seconds here. And if any thoughts start to bubble up, pop up in your head, bring your attention right back to the breath. Before you open your eyes, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Continue breathing. Feeling the connection, stability you create when you place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Kind of telling your internal system, I'm here for you, I'm listening, here to calm you down. If it doesn't feel like that automatically, tell yourself that. I'm here for you. I'm listening. I'm going to calm you down. Take a deep breath in. And big exhale out through the mouth. Deep breath in. And big exhale through the mouth. 3 more. Inhale in. 2 more. Inhale in. Last one. Make it count. And you could drop your hands. Slowly opening your eyes. All right. We are going to start with equal ratio breathing. So the count of the inhale is going to match the count of the exhale. This is one of my favorite practices because it's super simple and it's something that you can do when you're feeling a little bit out of control. If you're experiencing a little bit of anxiety, you're walking in the street, your thoughts are racing, your breath is racing, you could start with a short inhale in and a short inhale out for the same length of time. So that's what we're going to do together, and we're going to slowly build up to a count of 5, but we're going to start with the count of 2. So 2 counts in, 2 counts out. It sounds really short, but that might be where you're at, and that's totally okay. I've been there where you just need to tell yourself, breathe in for 2 seconds, breathe out for 2 seconds. It might be where you're at, and that's fine. So that's the concept. And then after that, we're going to move to 3 counts in, 3 counts out, 4 counts in, 4 counts out, up to 5. So we're going to do this through the nose You're going to want to pay attention to trying to breathe deeply. It might be, 2 counts in might not be enough time to breathe in fully deeply, but to try to encourage that, you could put your hand on your stomach if you'd like. And notice it inflate and deflate with your inhale and exhale. So I'm going to count us out. We're going to inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. I'm going to move to 3. Inhale, exhale, 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 exhale, exhale. We're going to move to 4. Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. We're going to move to 5. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale. Exhale. 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 And to close your eyes and return back to normal breathing. Place one hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart. Noticing what's going on in your body now. Any tension you're holding. What do you feel in your body? Where do you feel it? Paying attention to what's going on in our body can be extremely helpful for us. It's a good way to build the mind-body connection. It's a good way for us to send signals to our brain when we need adjustments, when we need some specific care for our body. Starting to pay attention to the sensations can be very helpful. And focusing again on our breath, our normal breathing in and out through the nose. If you're having trouble staying focused, you could focus on the middle of your lip. So that part right in between both nostrils. This lip area in between your nostrils and your upper lip. This thumb in Hebrew. So really pay attention to that while you breathe in and out. It should bring you back to the present moment. Give it a try. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and place your hands back on your lap. So yeah, I learned this trick about focusing on this body part while you're meditating, while you're breathing. It's very hard to focus on this body part and have thoughts for some reason. So That was equal ratio breathing. Again, just so you can practice it when you're out and about in life, when you're outside, when you're inside, whenever you feel like you need it. You don't need to count out loud. You don't need to let anyone else know you're doing it. You count in your head, and you start with a low number like 2. If you need to, you could start with 1. And then as soon as you get a hang of that number, you elevate it to the next number. And that way, when you extend your inhales, when you extend your exhales, you're sending a signal to your body that you're safe and you're okay. And your system doesn't need to be in stress and fight or flight. It's able to relax. It's able to calm down and ground. So whenever you're really not in danger and you'd like to tell your mind and body that you're not in danger, start doing the equal ratio breathing and ramp up the lengths of your inhales and exhales. So the next breath work we're going to do will utilize breath holds, which can be really comforting to people. A lot of times we hold our breaths when we're stressed, and even I noticed when people smoke, sometimes what they like about smoking is the breath hold. So you're sucking in air and then you're exhaling, and there's kind of that few seconds of breath hold, which can be very comforting. So we're going to move into a breath work called 4, 7, 8, but before we get there, we're going to practice some breath hold. So we're going to take a deep breath in, hold, and release. So exhale as long as you can out. Long exhales are really comforting to our nervous system, feel really good. So just do it as long as it's in you, not force, but just as long as it comes out and feels good. So we're going to inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale. One more practice. Inhale, hold, exhale. So that might be where you're at today. Maybe the 4, 7, 8 won't feel as good, and maybe this is a nice alternative that you want to do. It's also super easy to do out and about. So you're walking, you feel a little stress, you could hold it, and then exhale everything out of your mouth, letting it all go. So now we are going to try the 4, 7, 8. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 7. And then we're going to exhale for a count of 8. So first we're going to exhale all the air out of our lungs. We're going to start with an inhale through the nose. Hold your breath. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold your breath. And exhale through the mouth. And inhale through the nose. Hold your breath. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold your breath. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold your breath. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold your breath. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold. And exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Through the nose. Hold. And exhale through the mouth. Do the last one. Inhale through the nose. Hold. And exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. You can return back to your normal breath. Breathing in and out through the nose at your own pace. Noticing again your body. If your body feels different, if your energy feels different, maybe it feels really good to focus on your breath. Just noticing as you sit here. In silence. And before we close our practice, bring into your heart something you're grateful for, even with all the distraction, even with all of the painful things that are happening in this world. There's always something to be grateful for. Could it be a friendly neighbor, a helpful neighbor? Could it be clean air to breathe? Could it be hearing the birds chirp this morning? anything, no matter how big or small, you can bring it into your heart now. Say thank you, God, for this. I'm grateful for this. And give yourself a little smile if you'd like. And we're going to close our practice by taking a deep breath in and letting it out through the mouth. Feel more. Deep inhale in and exhale. 3 more. Inhale in and 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Make it count. Deep inhale in. Letting it all out. You could slowly open your eyes. I hope this was able to make you feel a little bit calmer in your body, a little bit safer. There's a few things we did today that you can do by yourself. One of them is connecting to yourself internally with your hands on your stomach and your chest. Another one is equal ratio breathing. Another one is breathing with breath holds and exhaling through the mouth. So you have many options of things that can assist you in times of need. And I am here to give you more breathing techniques and more breathing tips. So feel free to watch my other videos and reach out if you'd like some personal assistance or have any questions. I'd love to be here for you. So take care and breathe easy.